Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Now, most of you know I've lost over 100 pounds. Today we are here with my daughter. She has lost 40 pounds in the last, I would say, 8 months or so. And you guys had a lot of questions for her, so she is sitting here with me today and we're going to answer a few of them for you. Now, we did film a video previously, which I will leave linked in the description below. It talks a little bit about her weight loss journey, but I figured it would just be best for you guys to hear it directly from her. So do you want to tell them more or less like when it started? Just kind of.
So I started this last summer. I was just like really tired of like everything. I was tired of the way I looked, and I was just feeling like I wasn't energized anymore. I was getting really tired on really easy things, and I just knew that the foods I was eating was just gonna like not be good for me in the long run. So I finally came to my mom after, and I was like, what do I do? Because I'm tired of eating like the way I do. And then I saw carnivore, and then I was like, okay, well that's a lot because I still like fruits and stuff like that. So then I was like,
we had a conversation about it right here. Yeah, it was more like a whole foods approach. So she did want to do like carnivore. So she came to me originally and said, Mom, like I want to do carnivore. And I said, okay, tell me, like I wanted to know what she thought carnivore was. And so she said, I want to do ground beef, I want to do eggs, avocado, steak, almost kind of like single ingredient foods. And so we laid on the bed and we were just kind of looking up different accounts that were primarily like carnivore focused, whole food focused. And I feel like,
didn't we make a menu also?
Yeah, I think we
made like a weekly menu.
Yeah, we did. We did like a whole menu. This was like last year. And to be honest, this meal plan that we created is what I have in my current meal plan that I'll leave it linked in the description below. But it was really based off of this whole food approach where you're primarily having like the ground beef. Well, tell them a little bit about like what your meals look like.
So my meals for school are always ground beef, mushrooms, and onions. And then for snack, I usually take like a protein shake, a yogurt, and then a fruit. So that's what I eat at school. And then when I get home, like today, I had ground beef, I had an egg, a few pieces of bacon, and then
just like some foods that we had from today.
Yeah.
But basically she's still continuing to eat this almost a year later. Even though she's already pretty much where she wants to be. It's really just like kind of going with the flow and letting her body organically go where it's supposed to like go. Right?
Yeah.
Also, okay, so we talked about your school lunches, your drinks, one of your favorite drinks. So this girl has this daily.
It's so bad.
She had it earlier.
Yeah, I had it with my lunch. I've been drinking matcha so much. I've gone through like 3 bags. Yeah, it's so good. I've been using honey. That's like the only like sugar I have, really. So it's matcha powder, water, honey. I like blend that together, and then I do ice, and then my Fairlife milk.
So that's something that she does. I try to get her to always have her electrolytes. I know it's hard. It's hard for her. I mean, she's a kid. I think for me, I always like to do Element. Element is great because it has the perfect ratios that our bodies need, especially like for someone who's out there working out and going to the gym. She is literally always, she runs at school, she's playing water polo. So I tell her like always, I try to get her to have them at least once a day. I personally love the watermelon. I love the chili mango. Yeah, if you haven't tried them, you can actually try all 8 of their flavors with any purchase. So they do like a whole sample pack. I'll leave a link in the description below, or you could just type in drinklmnt.com/low carb love. So that's something that's important, trying to stay just really hydrated. This girl drinks a lot of water though. I'm the one that struggles to drink the water. She'll be like, Mom, you literally don't drink any water. What types of snacks do you eat?
Snacks, that's a good one. I don't really snack anymore.
She actually doesn't.
I used to snack a lot.
She's
that's
so
why
about that.
because when before I started this, at first I was like, wow, I'm eating a lot of food. And then I realized that before I started all of this, I was having like chips, whether they were just healthy chips, but I was eating a lot of chips. I was eating, you know, a lot of different snacks, but I was just snacking so much, or like just picking at my friend's food or picking at food here and stuff
and going
like that.
out a lot. You were literally eating out
Do you remember?
because she was going to a school that was like 30 minutes from here, and so she would order, what was that, like Grubhub or what was it?
I DoorDash like Wingstop, Kava.
Guys, like every day, I was like, girl, I'm gonna go broke. Like she was literally eating out every
to the point
day.
when we got the free Dash Pass.
Yeah, and so she was eating out so
bad.
much. And even though she would try to make healthier choices, because of course she's around it all the time, right? Like she sees me. And so at that time, I think that that just wasn't a priority. Like she just was
not locked in.
Not locked in.
I was locked out of the door. I was locked out the house, actually.
Yeah, and don't get me wrong, we definitely go, like, we just got back home from a vacation and we enjoyed ourselves. I was like, hey, we're on vacation, go crazy, enjoy yourself.
Dude, those cinnamon rolls.
It was crazy, I know. But the truth is that we're back. She took her ground beef to school. They actually had a field trip today. She took her ground beef.
Steak.
Oh, steak. She cooked her steak last night with her mushrooms and her onion and zucchini, and that's what she had. Yeah, and then right now she got home. She had her ground beef bowl. She had her matcha because
my egg.
Yeah, and then she's gonna go to water polo right now. I'm about to take her as soon as we wrap this up, and then she'll come home and have some meat. So that is primarily what she's eating. So for those of you wondering, that is what her diet consists of. Now, again, if you want something to actually follow, I will leave the meal plan linked in the description below. If that's something like if you're starting your weight loss journey or you just don't know where to start and you're completely confused, that is something that can guide you step by step. But this girl here,
with this though, I think I saw a comment about it, was, am I eating less than I was? And honestly, I think I'm eating like double the amount that I was.
Because before you used to like,
I would eat, I was a mouse or something. I was getting these tiny little baby plates, and I was just like serving myself like 3 times instead of just getting a normal plate. But I'd get these tiny little plates and I'd be like, I'm so full. And then now I get like this whole charcuterie board, I have like a fat steak. I eat an entire avocado.
Yeah.
I have, you know, my fruit and my veggies. Like, I'm eating a lot of food now. And honestly, it's so much better. Like,
I just love that. I love to see that, like, my daughter, one, feels amazing. She's like, just feels so good in her skin. She is literally fueling her body, and just seeing the results that so many girls and so many women are after, thinking that they have to do it by starving themselves. So I just feel like she's
like working out intensely, like 6 days a week or something. I'm like,
yeah, I mean, working out, hey, I'm all about it. Working out is great. This girl goes, she does water polo 4 days a week, and that's the extent of it. Like, sometimes I'll tell her, like, Mama, do you want to come work out with me? She's like, no, Mom. I worked out, like, hard enough during the week. I love that. I love that she has, like, that healthy relationship with working out, healthy relationship with food. She's not like, oh my God, how many calories does this have? How many, like, it's just like, it's the perfect balance of intuitive eating. When you're having steak and you're having an avocado and you're having your eggs, like you're eating nutrient dense food.
Because I was thinking about it the other day. I was like, it says everywhere that you're supposed to eat 2,000 calories, but that's all processed food. Instead of just like eat what is actually good for you and don't worry about it. Instead of eating all this, you know, fast food or all these,
and
like,
low fat this and no, I honestly, I love just, the truth is that you should not worry about any of that stuff because you've clearly seen that you've been able to do it without ever having to like hyper focus on calories, on macros, you know, and I'm not saying that works for everyone, but I am saying that she at her age was able to cut out processed foods, eat a lot more whole foods, and get these results. Yeah, I'm so proud of her. I'm so happy that at her age, she knows what to do. You know, like I said, we went on this vacation, we just got back, and she's just like, Mom, I'm locked in. Like I'm back to, like, she knows exactly what to go back to. When you have women that are my age or older that are not knowing what to eat and are still out there searching and, kind of looking for the answers. So I'm just happy to be able to share this with you guys. And that's the reason why I created that meal plan, because I feel like you do not need anything else. Like, you never have to question how to lose weight or what to do. You know what I mean? Like, this is what we were just talking about. I was like, Nati, you don't understand, like, the knowledge that you have. Like, you will never have to question how to lose weight, or you'll never have to worry about going on a vacation and going off plan, because you could literally go and enjoy everything. Who cares? Because when you get back home, you know exactly what to do. But I will say she does work out, but and I'm not proud of this. This isn't something that I'm actually proud of, but I've been able to lose. So I had gained about 30 pounds over the last, I would say, like 4 years, just from life, vacationing, recipe testing, YOLO.
Recipe testing
mindset.
will get you.
Oh, trust me. And I did the same thing, and I was able to drop 30 pounds without exercising. So I do try to get in, but like right now, the last time I went was probably about 2.5 weeks ago. I'm trying to go tomorrow. Like, I'm still trying to get back into that mentality. But the truth is that working out is only about 10% of weight loss. Yeah. It really all gets down to, what are you eating?
Because don't get me wrong, like, working out will help you lose like weight. But honestly, working out is just to tone your body more. Mm-hmm. Like, it's just going to help you build muscle and tone your body, but that's not going to make you lose like fat.
Yeah, and it's also like, it helps with just like your state of mind. I feel like a lot of people, when they're working out, they don't want to eat junk food because they like put that much work in. Yeah. You know what I mean? So anyway, overall, I think that's what it gets down to. But I feel like we answered a lot of questions. I want you guys to let me know if you want Nati to answer more questions. Leave them in the comments below. Yeah, if you guys want to see more videos from Nati, maybe specific, like specific meals that she's eating, what I eat in a day, just hear a little bit more from her, like, perspective, then comment down below, and I think that she'd be willing to answer these questions for you. But I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I wanted her to come on here because I think a lot of people had like this, misconception that I put her on like this weight loss journey, or that it came from me. But if you watched my first video, then I completely took a step back and waited until she was ready. And I wanted it to come from her, because a weight loss journey needs to come from you. You need to want it at heart, because this is something that just takes dedication. No matter what, even though she is loving the foods that she eats, you're still not having all the foods that you used to eat. Yeah. So that's still like, you need to be locked in, right?
You gotta lock in. Because I know a lot of the things that like people struggle with is like, you'll start and you'll have such a smooth sail, and you'll be losing weight, you'll be doing this and that, and you're just so happy with all the progress. And then something happens, or you'll go on vacation, or there's a party, this and that, and then you eat this junk food, and then you just don't go back on, your
back to
journey. And
you just kind of derail.
That's the big, because I know a lot of people, like, they'll do cheat days. I personally do, like, if I really want something that bad, I do a cheat meal. Because I feel like if I do cheat days, I'm going to be like, oh, like, I'll do that tomorrow, and like, I'll start the next day, or this and that.
Yeah, and it
like,
just kind of goes on.
It's not going to happen, and then you're just going to end up gaining all that weight back. So I feel like it's better to just do a cheat meal and then just continue on the next morning. Because at the end of the day, doing the meal will let you know, like, you can do it again. Like, that was my big thing. I was, I guess, like, so worried that I wouldn't be able to eat foods like this again. And I just came to the realization that, like, I can do it, and a month from now, or even in 2 weeks if I really wanted to, I could have another meal that I really, really want.
But
starting this, I don't really care about that food anymore. Like, I
just
just want to eat this.
Like, now that you've gotten to this place, because she was so, like, really, really, really on lock. Like, she was so super focused.
Yeah, like, I wasn't letting anyone, like, they'd bring home cookies and like
she
donuts.
Just turned away.
And I was like, no, thank you.
Yeah, but now that she's gotten to where she's at, she'll go and enjoy an ice cream with her girlfriends, or they'll go out and have like whatever. Like she goes out and she does her thing, but now she just knows she gets back and it's like no big deal. And I think that that is what makes this lifestyle sustainable, because you know you could live like this forever.
Yeah.
Like,
and one thing I realized also doing this is my metabolism got so much faster like during Thanksgiving break. I didn't gain any weight because I was eating so good and I was still doing it, just those few days from like Thanksgiving and then a little bit after, I obviously wasn't doing it as well. And I mean,
well, you would have your normal food, like,
and
you
then
took
I
it,
just
and then
have that one
meal.
meal. So, you know, I know a lot of people like they do that and then they just go crazy and just eat it all. But honestly,
they go down like a black hole.
Yeah, just gain all that weight and more and just keep going up and up. But I feel like if you just stick to your meal, eat that one big meal that you really want for Thanksgiving and go back on, like, you're not gonna gain weight.
No.
Like, I think I gained a pound, maybe.
Yeah.
Maybe. So.
Yeah, so anyway, point is that once you know exactly what to do, you never have to worry about any of this. You don't have to worry about holidays. You don't have to worry about your birthday. You don't have to worry about going on vacation, because you know exactly what to do when you get back, right? So anyway, guys, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, show us some love. Go hit that like button. And don't forget, share this video with friends and family. Maybe they have a teenager and a video like this could be really, really helpful. But thank you so much for being here. I love you, and I will see you on our next video. Mwah.